So Cindy, how often do you find yourself actually having to be a grief counselor during, I mean, you probably don't have that as much during these transactions, but how do you use that in the transaction?
Well, I believe that I use it in pretty much every transaction just because the circumstances are changing. So the change in a familiar pattern of behavior happens when you're buying or selling a home. So for an example, if you have a first-time home buyer, they may have had a roommate for the last several years. And it is a change in a familiar pattern of behavior to go from having a roommate to possibly living by themselves, or maybe if they're moving in with someone or a different relationship. These are all changes. And it's not that they're bad changes, they're positive changes, but it's important to recognize that it is a change and that there will be some adjustments to be made. So in every transaction, there is a change. And when there's a change, then that's where grief recovery helps, just because it is recognizing those things. And here's another example: is someone that's lived in a home for many, many years, and they've raised their children there, and they've had so many Christmases there, and just so many memories. And it can be difficult. They can be moving to some place to retire, and they're just thrilled with that. But even helpful things like going to each room and remembering some things and talking about that, and kind of saying goodbye to that home can be proven to be very helpful in making that transition to a different aspect of your life.